The Raika people have been herding camels here in Rajasthan for centuries. Raika tradition holds that Lord Shiva created their caste specifically so they could look after camels. But times have changed. Their traditional way of life is now under threat. Mechanized farming has long been able to do much of the work that camels once did, so their market value has dropped sharply. The last 30 years have seen the camel population in Rajasthan shrink dramatically. Banwalal Raika says his father used to have twice as many camels as he does.
Our traditions have been handed down for generations. They mean a lot to us. But how can we uphold our traditions when we have no income and young people have to leave for the cities to make a living? My children go to school. That costs me a lot every month. If we can no longer make a living with our camels, how are we going to survive?
Ilse Kuhler-Rolafsson is an ethnologist and veterinarian. Together with Hanwant Singh Rathore, she set up an organization that helps camel herders sustain their livelihood. It's an advocacy group for Raika and their camels, and also raises awareness that the animals play a crucial role protecting the environment.
Camel grazing helps tree conservation in many ways. A lot of trees can only germinate with the help of ruminants that chew their cud. It's a natural cycle: humans, camels, the biotope, and the production of quality foodstuffs.
Camels are the only animals that eat Indian globe thistle. These short, spiky plants are a nightmare for farmers. Without the camels, the plant would proliferate all over the fields and choke the crops. Camels graze by breaking off a few branches, chewing a few leaves, and moving on. It's a grazing practice that encourages regeneration. The camels need large browsing areas and can cover 10 kilometers a day. But changes to agriculture mean that pasture land is in short supply. Hanwant Singh Rathore has been working with camel herders for nearly 3 decades. In the past, Anji Kadani was a thriving village. Locals owned some 3,000 camels between them. But now many locals have since switched to buffalo herding. It's more profitable.
Young generation, they also don't want. So we have very bad condition of the camels and bad situation. If you like in next 5 years, you can't see any camels on the road or anywhere because nobody wants.
If camels disappear from the roads of Rajasthan, traditional Raika culture could also disappear, and with it, their expertise in agro-pastoral herding practices. Once a year, bull calves are sold at camel markets. For centuries, this has been Raika's main source of income. They keep the cows for breeding. Camel milk is highly nutritious and a staple of the Raika diet. They used to say, selling camel milk is like selling your children. But that's changing too. Now, every morning, Banwalal Raika takes camel milk to a dairy founded 3 years ago by Ilse Kuhler-Rolafsson's NGO.
I was about to give up. I'd sold my camels. But then the organization began selling camel milk. So I got my herd back. Now I can feed my family with what I earn selling camel milk. If the organization stopped selling milk tomorrow, I'd have to sell the herd again.
Last year, he even bought more camels, doubling his herd's milk production. The dairy has also turned around Tolaram Raika's fortunes. When he was a boy, his family sent him to the city to earn a living. He spent 15 years toiling in restaurants, hotels and tea shops.
I worked in the city for years and for less money than I'm earning here. I started in the dairy 2 months ago. I know a lot about camel milk. I'm very happy working here. I hope the dairy continues to do well.
Camels have a varied diet, eating 36 different types of plants known for their medicinal properties. So their milk is believed to have many health benefits. But for now, the Camel Charisma microdairy still isn't selling as much as it could. It's operating at just 1/3 of its capacity. It needs more buyers.
At the moment, we have only about 6 families supplying us. But there's a huge amount of interest. We get calls every day from Raika asking if we can buy their milk. So it's a big concern. We've seen that Raika, who can earn a living selling their milk, are able to keep their camels.
Surplus milk is turned into soap, a product that sells well. Another step towards ensuring the Raika an income. Further products that have been developed include textiles made from camel hair. This paper is made from camel dung. But the biggest challenge is finding customers. Tourists sometimes visit and sample the local camel milk. Ilse Köhler-Rollefsson takes the opportunity to raise awareness of Raika culture and the threat it faces.
On a global level, the UN has recognized the importance of nomadic agropastoralism. So we're moving in the right direction. But the question is, can we help before time runs out?
To preserve their herds, the Raika need to make a living. 30 years ago, there were 1 million camels in Rajasthan. Today, it's just 1/5 that. Nearly all the herders are now old. If they aren't joined by a younger generation, this traditional way of life will soon be lost.